Did you know that the only bird in the world that dares to attack an eagle is the crow? It perches on the eagle's back and pecks at its neck. However, the eagle doesn't respond, fight, waste time, or expend any energy on it. Instead, the eagle opens its wings and starts to soar as high as possible. The higher the eagle flies, the harder it becomes for the crow to breathe. Eventually, the crow falls due to lack of oxygen. In light of this, here's some advice. Let's stop wasting time with crows. Let's continue our flight to the heights, and the crows will fall by themselves. We will keep on flying.
Talk up the things, yeah. Talk up the vibe. Talk up, talk up.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. And for all my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Guys, I did a letter to Boo, and it is only fair that I do one to AK today. And so this letter is for Alicia Kim. Hey Alicia Kim, today I want to speak to you as a woman to woman, a mother to a daughter. I just want to speak to you from my heart. Girl, you have been through a lot, emotionally, mentally, and very publicly. Your story has played out before the world, and everyone seems to have something to say. Some offer sympathy, others throw shades, and a few just sit and watch for entertainment. But beyond all the noise, beyond the rumors, the opinions, and the assumptions, there is you. A young woman who took a chance on love. A young woman who left everything that she was used to. Her family, her friends, her culture, to start a brand new life in a foreign country, all in the name of love. Girl, that took courage. Not everybody could do what you did. You stepped into the unknown, believing that love could conquer the distance, the age gap, and the differences. And even though things did not work out the way you imagined, girl, you deserve credit for the courage it took to try. You came to America with a heart open, hopeful, and ready to build a future with a man who was 37 years older than you. A man who had already lived decades of experience before you were even born. You wanted to make it work, to prove that love was stronger than age, culture, or circumstances. But sometimes, even when both people start out with good intentions, life just doesn't go the way we planned it. And when that happens, especially in the public eyes, the fallout can be brutal. People can be cruel, Alicia. They forget that behind the headlines and the comment section is a real woman. A woman who feels, who cries, who gets tired. They have called you names like the gold digger, user, manipulator, ungrateful. But they weren't there when you were adjusting to a new home, when you were trying to understand how to maneuver yourself in an age gap relationship, or to navigate life with a partner who might not understand what goes on in your world. They weren't there for the quiet moments when you probably questioned if you had made the right choice, or when you miss home, when you missed your mother, when you miss your family, when you miss your space and your freedom. They didn't see the disagreements, the compromise, times when you had to bite your tongue just to keep the peace. Girl, they didn't see that. So don't let those labels define you. You have tried to defend yourself again and again, explaining your side, proving your worth, showing your contribution. But AK, there comes a time when you have to just stop explaining and start living. Girl, you have a beautiful baby girl, even though I've never seen her face, but I know she's beautiful. Live for yourself and for her, because true peace begins when you no longer need to be understood by everyone, just by yourself and by God. Girl, you have already moved on. You have a new life and a new relationship and a beautiful baby girl. And that's something to smile about. Alicia, that is growth. That is strength. That is starting over and showing the world that heartbreak doesn't have to be your ending. I wish I could see a picture of that little angel. But whether I see her or not, I know she's your biggest blessing. In a world full of chaos, peace of mind is priceless. And that little girl represents your new beginning. But I know there's still that cloud that seems to follow you. Girl, the constant bring down, the name calling, the accusation, the ranting, the screenshots, the recycled videos, and all the internet noise. I can imagine how exhausting that must be. Keep seeing your name tied to drama. You have already moved on. And I know the temptation to respond must be strong. You probably want to correct every lie, defend your name, or clap back at every insult. But sometimes, girl, silence speaks louder than any response you ever could give. So, because you're silent, girl, I just want to let you know that your silence isn't weakness, it's power. When you stop reacting, you take back control. So here's what I want to say to you, and this is from the depths of my heart. If you ever feel the need to address your haters or your ex-husband one last time, do it with grace. Sit down, take a deep breath, and do one final video. Calm, sincere, and mature. And when you speak, don't argue. Don't defend yourself. And close that chapter for good. Because that's how you reclaim your peace. That's how you show the world that you have grown, not in anger, but in grace. Alicia, life has a way of testing us through pain. But every trial teaches us something if you are humble enough to learn it. Maybe that marriage taught you about patience. Maybe it showed you what kind of love you don't want in the future. And maybe it prepared you for this new season as a mother, as a woman, as a lover, as someone who knows her worth. You have learned valuable lessons about love, trust, and resilience. Use those lessons to shape the woman you are becoming. Don't let people drag you back into the old battles you have already won by walking away. When they talk, let them. When they assume, let them. When they gossip, just keep living. Because eventually, consistency will clear your name more than any words ever could. And remember this, you don't have to prove you are perfect. Nobody is perfect. What matters is that you have grown. Alicia, don't let your past define you. Let it refine you. Let it sharpen your wisdom, deepen your compassion, and remind you that everything happens for a reason. And everybody comes into your life for a reason and for a season. Let people talk. That's what they do best. But let your actions, your happiness and your peace and your success speaks louder than any rumor they put out there about you. You're still young. You have time. You have strength. You have a story that can inspire other young women to choose themselves and don't settle for anything less. You have a story to tell young women to put a worth, put value to their life. You have a story to tell young women to rise after heartbreak and to move forward without bitterness. So girl, walk boldly into this new season with confidence and grace. You don't owe anyone your pain. You owe yourself peace. Love your baby. Just love on your baby girl. Love the life you're now living. Love your partner. And let the past stay exactly where it belongs, behind you. Because guess what, girl? Your best chapters are still being written. And something tells me they're going to be beautiful. So girl, thumbs up to you. You are a strong, brave, and resilient woman who escaped before you were trapped into a prison. So girl, go live life to the fullest with no apologies. Bless you, girl.